by doing that. So longtime viewers of the channel here will know I don't necessarily often follow whatever trends. Oh, I messed it up. That's fine. Whatever trends, we'll fix it. It'll make sense later. Trends of, I guess, other internet things or streamers often. And usually when I do, if I do ever, I'm usually late to the thing. And I feel that's the case here. Um, I wasn't going to do anything. And if you, again, longtime viewer, viewers know, I probably don't do tier lists on stream very often. Just because I think it's like, who cares? Who cares about my fucking opinion, you know? But there's some things I want to say about a certain tier list. So let's see if this. Did I mess up the list? No, I was able to get it back. This drink tier list really quick. I just want to go through. We're going to blitz through this. This is not going to be long. I just have some things to say about beverages. And I thought having my thoughts on this recorded for history would be good. So we have this thing that I found online, tier list. You probably seen circulating on the internet last week or so. Like I said, I'm always late to getting stuff because I was for the longest time not gonna obviously do anything like this. But I feel like some beverages need to be shit on, you know, and some beverages need to be boosted in the public consciousness. So I'm here to provide both of those. I'm gonna blitz through this. I want to go quick. The rule that's listed here is a tier list for different types of beverages, no alcohol. Beverage types include all brands. So colas include Coke, Pepsi, RC Cola, etc. This is going to be an important thing later on, but we'll get to it. I think it'd be easiest to start with shit tier, like, and then ones that are probably easiest to build a bottom layer of like shit. Than trying to guess at the top. The first thing on here I want to go F is root beer. Root beer is trash. You know who drank root beer? Your granddad. Your granddad drank root beer, and it was considered a treat. Back when they didn't have any taste, and for entertainment you had a stick and hoop that you'd like push around the ground. That's what root beer is. It is the drink equivalent of stick and hoop or stick and ball, whatever you want to call it. That's root beer. You shouldn't be drinking root beer at this point. Just drink water if you need to. Root beer is bad. And I'm willing to die on that hill. Another thing that is shit tier is iced tea. Straight up iced tea is not good. Maybe blasphemous for me to say as someone who's lived in the South, in the southern states his whole life. You know, iced tea is a well-liked and respected beverage. I think it's generally... This is tough because when I see iced tea, and this we're going to get to the fine wording here of the includes all brands. Iced tea is actually... Like, regular iced tea is fine. Not great. But it's when you start getting to like the sweet tea and stuff where like I said, a lot of people in the South like just pour in sugar and it doesn't taste great and you're like ugh. And then you go to like somewhere out to eat and you get like sweet tea, or like just because they only have like sodas and sweet tea and you're like, I don't want soda, I don't want that carbonation. And you're like, sure, I'll take the tea, and then it's just like gross. That's this. The other thing I want to put here on shit tier is gonna be sparkling water. If you're gonna drink water, just drink water. Sparkling water is weird. Not a fan of sparkling water. Sparkling water, just plain sparkling water is weird. I don't like it. I feel like I should be cleaning like a stain with it. Flavored sparkling water, I'm not even really a fan of. That's even kind of weirder. Like your what? LaCroix of the world. That needs to go away. So there's that. I think I didn't want to rank them before I got on stream too much, but I was running through a couple of them and I thought I was gonna add something to the F tier. I'm actually gonna bump it up to D tier, the D here, and that's regular milk. Now again, this gets difficult because if it's just talking about like cow's milk, I'm gonna say it's really low. If we're just speaking cow's milk at this point in my life, it would be an F. I'm going to assume that, or I'm going to at least bump it up to D because you can add in like soy milk or almond milk or something like that, right? Which would be the milk of choice if I was to try to get like milk in my cereal or something. Or if I'm like making something that needs milk, I probably would not rather, I'd rather not use like cow's milk in this point. And this isn't even a moral thing on my point. This isn't like, oh, you shouldn't drink cow's milk necessarily. I just think like, people like vegetarians will go like, oh, as I gotten older, I thought about like, how animals are treated and that's bad. And so sort of morally, like it was very simple for me to just not eat meat or whatever the case is, or vegans, whatever. I'm not even necessarily going that far. Although I do think some practices are very bad. But I'm mostly just speaking of what milk is and what's in milk. And then you think that it's not really, it doesn't, like, a taste of milk is kind of makes me gag a bit. And even if I was to, like, just drink straight up milk, if it's not, like, ice cold, if it's just slightly below ice cold, like, temperature wise, it makes me weirded out. Like, I don't like it. Like I said, if I was younger, maybe I'd drink milk more often, but even then, like, I'd just rather avoid it. So it only is getting to D because there's other types of milk. What we'd consider milk, right? If it was just straight up milk, cow's milk, we're putting it in F. I want to make that distinction. Another thing I'm going to be putting, in F. Oh, yeah, grape juice. I missed this. Grape juice, bad. Like straight up, like it looks like a picture of Welch's, like grape juice. I don't like it. It can just pass. Nothing, not like extreme hate towards grape juice. It just doesn't taste great. It doesn't taste grape. So got to put that there. So yeah, another D ranked thing here is gonna be fruit punch. Fruit punch, I think, is generally overrated. Again, almost mirroring the milk thing. I view like stereotypical fruit punch as like a kiddie's drink that like I feel as you get slightly older. This is gonna make me sound like I'm being like elitist towards kiddie drinks, but just it feels like you get to a certain age and you're like, I shouldn't be drinking this. Like whatever is in this thing, I shouldn't be drinking it. And that's like fruit punch to me. So it gets a D. I think that might be all that gets into D. C is going to be interesting because first I want to talk about lemonade. Lemonade is C rank if it's really good lemonade. If it's well-made lemonade, it gets C. If it's your average lemonade, it's going to D. It's not that special. It could go. I love how it's listed in this thing. Chalky milk. Chalky milk gets a pass just over just over regular milk. Because if you strap me to a chair in some weird scenario, right? And you're like, Austin, you have to drink straight up milk. But we're gonna give you a choice. You can do chocolate milk or you can do regular milk. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try to wiggle out of the chair a bit, and then I'm gonna go, okay, I can't get out. And I'm gonna feel like like a baby for asking, like picking this one, but I'm gonna probably prefer chocolate milk if I had to drink one of the two. Regular. Now, if I get to pick like almond milk or something, soy milk, I'd probably pick them just that. But if we're talking chocolate milk, or as it's called here, chalky milk, or milk. I hate saying the word milk, M-E-L-K. I'm gonna pick chalky milk. So it gets to the C. I was gonna put orange soda into C, but I'm actually gonna bump it down to D. I think at this point in my life, I barely drink any like soda. It's very rare, and if I am, it's because I'm like, for some reason, I'm really hankering for like a Coke or something, which is not very often at all. Um, and I got like a hair in my mouth. Ugh. Um, I'm talking about drinks I don't like, and there's a hair. Uh, I think, um, I'm pretty dang sure, and I've had this thought for years. I kind of phase myself out of drinking straight up like sodas. One, not, I mean, my second reason being that they're probably not the best thing to just consume a ton of, but the main reason being that I'm pretty sure the acid reducing medication I've taken now for years now, daily, I think has a weird reaction to heavily carbonated drinks. That just makes me feel weird. Not even feel bad, but just feel weird. So I've pretty much stopped. And if I do, like I said, if I drink like a Coke, I end up being like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. I'm such a fucking idiot. But yeah, orange soda. All this to say, orange soda is like pretty low tier of the sodas. I think. I don't think it's actually bad. But like I said, if you combine that it's pretty low tier of the sodas, and then I in general don't drink a ton of sodas, I think it gets that. Um, Taking a look at these other things. Yeah. Another thing that's getting C is going to be orange juice. It's fine. Orange juice is a great thing to have, I guess, in the morning. Back when I would used to maybe eat breakfast or whatever, I'd have some nice glass of orange juice. It's just I'm not gonna drink orange juice really any other time than a breakfast, right? And since I don't eat breakfast, it's just when am I having orange juice? So if I'm never having orange juice, am I really able to put it higher than C? I don't I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna put citrus sodas theirs as well, just to like a step above orange soda. I think there's pictured mellow yellow. I guess like a Mountain Dew would probably fit in there as well. Again, I'm not gonna be drinking much soda, but if I am, I'm probably picking citrus sodas just a little bit more often than orange soda. And I think the last thing I'm gonna put in C is Gatorade. Like straight up Gatorade. It's weird. It's a weird choice here. I feel like out of all these drinks, because it's like now I'm gonna get to Powerade. Why Powerade isn't going here in just a second, but yeah, I'll put Gatorade, since even though they're basically the same thing. Now I'm gonna stick the other sodas here in B. Again, I don't drink sodas, but in the order of descending order, it would be like Sprites and colas, and then citrus sodas, then orange soda, if I was going to do it. And again, I don't drink them often, but I think B is fair for not me drinking those very often, you know. I'm also gonna put apple juice here. Now, apple juice being here, I less than sodas do I have apple juice, because if you want apple juice, you straight up have to go to the store and buy apple juice. Buy yourself apple juice. I'm not doing that. You know? Like I don't do that. But when I think back about how much I do like apple juice if I'm ever weirdly offered it, or back when I would maybe have it more as a kid or something, apple juice is pretty alright. for a non-carbonated drink. Probably full of a lot of sugar, but that's fine. Uh, so I think B is fair there. Um, Powerade is also going to get B. And the reason I put Powerade here and Gatorade down here, Powerade I've always appreciated because if you go well, go out to eat maybe, but more if you like get fast food. Like I'm thinking like if you go to a fast food place, like you're picking up some fast food real quick, and me, like I said, I don't drink sodas really, but say I also don't just want to drink water. Like I want some flavored something from a fountain machine at a place, like a McDonald's, right? I haven't had McDonald's in forever, but McDonald's, this is a great example. And I'm like, I don't want a carbonated soda, and I don't just want to drink straight up water, but I want something that's flavored. Powerade, they've got the blue flavored Powerade, and it's great. It's flavored, and it's not carbonated, and places have it. So shout out to Powerade, blue flavor mountain, whatever they call it. It's great. So B. Um, I'm also I'm gonna say water goes to B, and this is gonna be the thing where people are potentially gonna be like, "How can you pick water? Water is fine, and water, as I've gotten older, I've been better at drinking more of it. Back when I was a kid, I would like never drink water unless I was like hot as shit and like just needed to down a bunch of water. But back when I was young, like I would not drink a ton of water, which probably was not good. But as I've gotten older, I pound like water throughout the day. But in the grand scheme of the fucking drink tier list, water obviously I prefer regular water or sparkling water, but like it's hard for me to go any higher than this. Um, so yeah, sorry if it makes me sound like a baby. I'm going. This is hard. I'm gonna put at least energy drinks on A. Now this is I don't like that I sometimes drink energy drinks, right? And I know they're not great for me, and I know I could do without them. But I also would voluntarily drink them. So I feel like putting it up to S would be too much. Putting it up to A, great. Do you see what I'm saying? Or A makes sense to me. I don't actually think they're that great of drinks, but I have them often enough where I'm like, it feels disingenuous for me to go anywhere below A, but also bumping up to S seems not right either. So I'm gonna put that there. Finally, tea and coffee. I'm gonna go. This is gonna make me seem really bad. I'm gonna go tea B. If you have really good tea, it can get up to like A or even S. But like general teas, like your very average teas, are probably gonna be at B for me. Um, coffee. Coffee is such a like a broad thing, but I'm gonna go coffee S. I don't have coffee like I'm not like a coffee fiend. I'm not a fucking going to Starbucks every day or whatever. But I'm saying like coffee. I respect coffee. I like coffee. I'm also a caffeine fiend just in general, and I guess that's maybe why energy drinks are also up there. And I know I seem like an unhealthy piece of shit with water at B, and then I've got like your shitty drinks in A and stuff. But it would seem like I'm trying to impress someone if I bump coffee or energy drinks any more down. Like I'm slightly embarrassed that they're this high, but like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, right? I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm just thinking like, when's the last time I had apple juice? It's gotta be fucking forever ago. But just from what I know, I respect apple juice. Trying to see if there's anything I want to move around. No. 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 I was gonna maybe move chocolate milk back down, but I think it deserves a step. Maybe a half step above milk, but we can't do half steps here. So what does this do? No, I don't want to do that. So I think this is where we're gonna have to stand. Mostly, I just wanted to really shit on the bottom tier here. Your iced and sweet teas, get the fuck out of here. Root beer. This is a if I see a tier list and someone puts root beer above like D, it's criminal offense. Like I said, who drinks root beer? This was like Depression era stuff. Don't be like that. Don't be like it. And yeah, general distaste for sparkling water. It's weird to me. And grape juice is pretty bad. So, I just wanted to put this on the record, let people know where I stand.